Dogs will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's back. Complete to the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Lovett. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it, using the quick game. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The run from the shotgun. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Touchdown, Oregon! What a catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. They fake it, goes to the tight end. He's not going to get in. The two-point conversion attempt is no good, and the lead remains at 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets a block, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback will audible. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lovett. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. With the catch, it's Johnson. At the 20, he's got space. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. And the Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. Going up top on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
The Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the score. And that ball is picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12. That last completion sets him up on second down. To the air, it's back. Back open in the middle. Open space at the 25. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
They keep attacking through the air. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Quarterback checking off. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? Got it past the marker. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's back. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A 3rd and long coming up here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are, will you? He's going to let one fly down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it.
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. To the air, it's Gabriel. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And a sweet catch on a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The sure hands, it's Johnson.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He caught it.
And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. Pushes for the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the...
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. They're trying to get to him. Discards a man. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Setting up the screen. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oregon 12, Georgia 7.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the defense drags him down. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Touchdown, Dogs! They move on top here in the 4th. On to attempt the try. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout, Oregon.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Back to throw, it's back. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They had tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game, so I like when offenses commit to the running the football.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Got his man in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll fire. They're bringing heat. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Gain of 2. 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the pass, you keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. A huge interception.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And still a one-point game here, Jesse, and the offense would like to put something together.
No doubt, execution is going to be critical here, David, because with a 1-point lead, it just feels like the...
All kinds of running room. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it at the 30. Got a lot of running room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.